What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting edition of This Week in Madden Show 219. We are locked and loaded. Gibbs, let's take a look at what's on the Darnell docket tonight. Squeeze our way into this shot as we do each week. We're going to be talking a little bit about Madden Ball, a little bit about the Club Series, Packers offensive scheme. We have new Man of the Month to review. Gun snugs, cross-man linebackers, dollar defense, and game of the week, we'll play a Packers walkthrough. So you're going to teach me this playbook tonight. You claim it's excellent, and then we're going to see if we can get a victory.
Hold on. Do not put words in my mouth. My first night back on TWIM since the
October.
Vacation break. Not true.
Since the incident.
What incident?
Since the second time the incident occurred.
What incident? I did not get attacked by a bear, man.
The green screen hides it really well.
I didn't get attacked by a bear.
The green screen hides it really well.
I did not get attacked by a bear.
He said, move the camera back. We can't zoom in.
That's not true. I'll zoom in if you'd like.
We can scan the body for scarring?
Sure.
We don't have time for that. We got to drop hot Madden tips right now and get ready to go on the show. If you guys have more questions, you can drop them in the mailbag. We'll be breaking those down tonight as the show goes on. But Gibbs, it is indeed time for a Packers playbook.
Ready to do it? Let's do it.
Let's jump into it.
So first thing I want to say about the Packers playbook is that while you're saying that I say it's a great playbook in general, it is a good book. It's got a lot of goodness to it. But what you're going to find is I think it's best formation. It has the best gun bunch week in the entire game.
In all of Madden 17.
All of Madden. And that's based on its audibles. That's based on all the plays available in its formation set.
Do you think gun bunch is the best passing formation in the game?
I think pound for pound, gun bunch week is the best passing formation in the game. Yes, I do.
And now, is this how Madden has evolved over the course of the season? Is it better now than it was at the start of the year? Because you could run a little easier at the start of the year, no?
No, well, here's the thing. The gun bunch week has been one of the best formations in Madden for years. And it's not just this year, it's always a good formation. Anytime you get three receivers close to each other near the line of scrimmage, it's a really good thing. But guys, right now we're going to take a look at this gun bunch week out of the Green Bay Packers playbook. In our opinion, we think this is the single best gun bunch formation you're going to find in the entire game.
And it's in so many playbooks, so don't get fooled. We're going to give you the plays you need out of this specific book in the blend. We'll show you exactly why it's a better gun bunch than say, I've seen this in every other playbook. Here's what makes it so much better from the Packers.
For sure. And the reason, before we jump into picking our play and show you the scheme, we're going to talk about why it's great. So first and foremost, the run audible is the halfback base. You have your play action, which is PA post. You always need a powerful play action play, and that's one of the best plays in the game, has been for a long time. Then it gives you corner strike, which is one of the best plays in the game. You have halfback mid draw. Your quick audible up is stick, very important. That gives you a nice third and long option. You know it all too well. All those heartbreaking plays have converted against you. Then you get inside cross. Arguably one of the better plays in the game for attacking man-to-man coverage. Very underrated. It gets overlooked this year when you're playing in this year's game because not as many people run man, but every once in a blue moon, you will face someone that runs man, and this gives you a great play to attack it. You then have Z-spot. One of the better plays in the game, just similar to corner strike. And then you have verticals, of course, which is great. And then last but not least, two screens that go opposite of each other. Very nice. And then one of the best zone beating plays in the game in curl flat.
A deep way to get yards, and you don't see this curl flat corner style play in many gun bunches. You see it in some other formations, but not quite, it doesn't line up quite this way. So what play, if you're new, would you start out calling?
I would call curl flat. That would be the play that I would come out in. Now, I flip the formation, and the reason I flip it is because just like reading a book, Farls, you read from left to right. Now, I like to have my reads in Madden go from the left side of the field to the right side of the field. Now, this is primarily based on where are the most number of receivers on the field. Well, on the bunch, there's literally 3 guys on the left, and on the right side, you have a halfback and 1 receiver Cobb on the far right. So that means the bulk of my receivers will be running some type of routes, typically left to right. So that's why I like to flip it. I've done this for years. You don't have to do this. Everything will work the same without it being flipped, but this is personally just a personal thing that I like to do. Now, let's move the rock back a little bit. So the first thing I like to do, Farls, the reason I come out and curl flat is because it gives you the option to really beat any zone in the game. That's the primary reason why I come out in it. So if I think I get zone, I will run this play and make my opponent respect, hey, I can beat you downfield in a big way. Not just a little 2-yard, 3-yard drag over the middle, but I can beat you in chunk yards. So the way I like to run this play is I max protect coming out of the huddle. You should be using conductor quarterback. If you're going to go pass-heavy offense, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage if you're not going conductor quarterback. And if you're going to say, well, the conductor quarterbacks are too expensive for coin, I'll counter that as well. Say there's an Eli Manning, 83 overall gold, who is very adequate, doesn't have great throw power, but he's got conductor, and he's got good stats.
I'll get you an AJ McCarron for 19K.
No, I know, I'm saying, but for cheap of the cheapest.
Yeah.
That 83 Eli gets it done for you, and he's a great salary cap option too.
But I'd love to see you in a Derek Carr for 100 if you're serious about your ultimate team. But back to the scheme here. You need conductor because you're going to be making a lot of hot routes on this.
All right, so the first thing you do is max protect, and the reason you want to do that is because you want to make sure you block your halfback, and you're going to hot route your tight end later on anyway, so you might as well just, in case they're bringing heavy pressure, you have the tight end blocked. So if you want to keep him in, you can, but then you can make an adjustment afterwards. So literally the reason behind that, it just kind of saves you a step if you think you need to keep that tight end in versus the halfback. That's why you're doing it.
And if you do it on your way to the line of scrimmage, you can still get a hot route in, right?
Yep. Absolutely. And the conductor, just so everyone's aware, conductor allows you to make 2 hot routes before your quarterback does like the pause, and you can't make another hot route.
Yeah,
Bang.
you don't see it in practice mode, but if you've been in game, you notice it.
Next thing up we do is we take the far left receiver Nelson, place him on a fade. That's the coverage audible, the Y on Xbox One, triangle on PS4. Receiver's icon here is X, and then flick up on the right stick. Literally this right stick, we're gonna bang, flick it up, and you're gonna see he runs his route. And then from there, what I like to do is I like to place the tight end on an in, and then the far right receiver on a drag.
It's a new setup.
Oh, this is the setup right here. I like this a lot. This is the one.
It's nice.
So then from here, you need time in the poly pocket, and that is, once you get the time in the pocket, you throw a left trigger pass towards the sideline because it'll get it over the head of the defender that was underneath, but it won't allow the deep safety or the deep corner to break on it.
Okay, and so you said left trigger, which is up here. What exactly does that do to your pass?
That gives you precision passing, so that allows you to place the ball wherever it is you choose, high, low, outside, inside.
Isn't it a low throw?
Yeah, but it allows you to make you can put it wherever you want to put it.
So
like
L trigger, and then
right.
and then are you aiming with the left stick?
Yeah, I'm aiming about 7 o'clock. About 7 o'clock. 7:30. About 7:30.
That's when the bus comes.
Yeah. So here's again left trigger throw, and wait for him to clear, and then that time I should have waited a little longer. But the idea is you have to let him clear. You throw that left trigger throw, and you dunk it down. Now, if for instance, what I would recommend, unless it was 3rd and 20, I wouldn't throw that ball there. What I would do is I would throw this drag, because that guy's going to drift, and then you get the drag underneath,
right? And
then you go upfield. It's a cat and mouse game. You want to read what's the defense giving you. What's the are they playing hard flats? Are they playing curl flats? Here you're in Mabel. Once you see it there,
doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter because it gets deep enough to beat it. We've talked about this tip many times before. And then the other options out of this, guys, are the tight end is a great crosser too. It's just an underneath pattern. It's just quick dink dunk. Be careful those underneath zones that will jump it if you're not careful.
Yeah, so if you're facing somebody, right, and they're bringing one of those popular blitzes where they set up an edge defender, blitz him, and then they maybe want a user here, you have to look to cook. So because you won't have time because the edge pressure, you can't wait on A because you're not going to have it, but you got to throw to R, B, or B and just get super reliable, just across the middle all day.
That's why they're there.
And that they have to be there. And
right.
I've noticed that every time I want to throw the post route across the middle, the deep one, if my opponent's sending any pressure, it's got to be a quick dump off underneath, and then you take it away later. So that's critical.
Yeah, and guys, there are other options to this setup. For example, I just showed you one right there. What I would do here is same setup in the beginning. You block the halfbacks, max protect, you fade the far left, and then instead of putting Cook on an in, I put him on an out. And what you're going to find, you get a high-low read on that one defender, and he's going to break to the sideline, and it's a pretty consistent, like 5-yard gain to that sideline.
Almost like a bench.
Right. So what ends up happening is you're now forced to run a hard flat. So you're forced to run the hard flat to take it away, and then that just opens up the A route even more. Like the A route just gets open. I mean, now I can rack it and feel confident
and get even more yards.
Right.
Right.
So this becomes a play that's really, really powerful, really effective. I want to show one other thing about what we do here. If you were to get a blitz off the right edge, the Y route is one of the best plays in the game. It's actually a really good route, especially against cover two zone with cross man. And I'll explain that in a second here. But this route, it turns and it sits, and there's no zone. If they blitz over there, there's no one over there to account for him. That hook that's supposed to be there usually, but when a blitz comes, it's completely vacant, so it's wide open. So if you go to cover 2 for me for a second, cover 2 cross man is basically the equivalent of the edges, the seams, pretending that your opponent is blitzing out of them. So what you need to now do is you need to find ways to attack that area of the field. And one of the best ways to do that is with these underneath meshes and hit it quick. Now the problem is they typically will man them the drag receivers up, so it takes that read away. But what I've found is this route right here to Y, that's a very reliable route right there to be able to pick up little chunk yards against that style defense.
That specific spot on the field is the best area to attack against cover 2 in that style defense. Most of the time people hit it on drags and they wait until that area because it's before the flat, but it's past kind of all the middle contamination of a user defender. But that's another unique route that gets in there, and that's one of the only routes where the halfback goes there unless you put him on an out. Then you got to wave, then he bumps into the guy, and that's nice.
And one thing I'll note, don't change your defense here. This is a really bad route against any man, and it's a really bad route against coverage defense. Watch this. When you throw this, now there's a zone defender, and he goes to him, and he accounts for it, and then you're in trouble. So you really need to pay attention to the situation and go to that route in specific situations. Are you getting cover 2 cross man? Are you getting blitzes off the right edge? Well, if you don't flip the formation, it's actually really good because it'll run out into the area where all those edge blitzes usually come from. So just keep that in mind when you're running this play. Now, Farls, that's just one play, man.
Just one play,
man. One play.
3 setups or so.
So let's take a look and why I like this formation so much. We'll quickly go to verticals. I find verticals is a really good play for attacking cover 2 zone. The way I like to attack cover 2 zone, you don't have soft squats on this, and that's okay. But my setup for this is to streak the tight end, to drag Cobb, and depending on the situation, I'll block Starks. But in this instance, it's okay to leave him on the delay route. And basically, you're looking for one guy and one guy only. You're looking for this man right there. And it's a really tight window to throw it because the safety will collapse over there. But if you can get a good sideline lead throw, this is a route that's really effective. What happens is the flat zone that wants to run with the vertical, he then pays attention to the underneath drag. So that's where he'll come in, and if he doesn't, he runs deep, then you throw to the drag. Now, I will say you need a lot of time in the pocket for this, otherwise you're going to get sacked.
Say I go to B and I'm like, enough of this drag. That's where you get in trouble.
So stay off them just so the YouTube crowd, when people come back and look at it, like, oh, that didn't work, you clicked onto it, man.
No, I'm just seeing so if I was to go hard flat, it's much more likely that Nelson will get open.
Correct.
But
this is actually a great play call on 3rd and 1. It really is, because people play hard flats. People will play hard flats on 3rd and 1.
Then you just need a little time.
If you get time in the pocket here, a little bit, and then bang, you just go. And I cannot tell you how many times I've cribbed down that sideline.
Show that setup again.
Verticals, I max protect to block the halfback. Streak Cook, and then drag B. Now the purpose you streak the streaking Cook, get really aggressive with that middle linebacker. Like, just do something with him and don't pay attention to the streak, basically, right? If you don't pay attention to him, like, the purpose is to go there. And now the other hook drop back, but that's the purpose of it. That's another great route that attacks. I think for cover 2 man, you actually cross man, you want to put him on the fade. But in that instance, the fade there does the same thing. Where you can snap throw it. It's great against the cross man cover 2s of the world. The Adams route, I haven't really found that it's a great route. It's a route that sometimes can get open near that right sideline, but it's not the same route it has been over the years. But primarily, you're looking for this as a great way to attack vertically right there. That's your route. That's the baby. Against cover 2, one of the best ways to attack cover 2 in the entire game. I've run it time and time again this year.
Boom.
Great success with it.
All right, Packers playbook. That's 2 plays so far, coming out in curl flat. They're gun bunch weak. And then looking at the play verticals, which is a quick audible that people have definitely run against you before. What's their run audible from this formation, and is it a good one?
Yeah, the run audible is run audible down. It's halfback base. You can get to it by hitting the audible button, which is X on Xbox One, and it's square on PlayStation 4. And then you flick the right stick down. That'll get you into halfback base. This is hands down one of the best runs in the game. You want to have a lot of patience with it. You really want to cut this back up inside the guard. Your tendency is going to be this. Your tendency is going to go, oh, get outside. But see how there's no one there to pick up that one man? It'll then be up to you to have one man to beat. Now, depending on your halfback, that can be a good thing. If you got LeGarrette Blunts of the world, you got battle-ready guys of the world, it can be a good thing. But you primarily want to be really patient with this run and try to cut it back up inside. An MO of the way people play defense is to drop DNs into coverage, drop DNs into man, things like that. And when you end up doing that, this run can be really effective, especially if they do it off the left-hand side of the screen. And as you can see, look at the push we get here. And it's a great run just to force your opponent to respect the ground game from here. And if you want to mix things else up, you can also go to the halfback draw from this set.
Yes, you could come out in the draw if you really think that they're cross-manning players, because then with the draw, it's a little easier, because watch my gentlemen. Against the draw, they would run, you would have time, and then you could cut it back out right. That is one way people do it. You'd be able to get back out to that right side with the draw because the handoff takes much longer. So that's the run play from the Green Bay. Now, what else is there? PA post was one of the plays that a lot of the competitors said, if I'm new, give me one play that will make me better. Everyone said PA post.
Yep.
PA post.
So when you take a look at PA post, this is the quick audible. And what's great about this scheme is that you have a very powerful play in curl flat corner. We haven't even talked about Z-spot. I don't necessarily know how much we need to break it down. But you come out in curl flat corner, great way to attack to the left sideline. Now, PA post gives you a great way to attack to the right sideline. What you're going to want to do on this play as a base setup, there's a ton of setups with this, but your base number one setup is to drag the tight end, and then you can do a number of things with the halfback. You can block him for extra protection, and I even kind of like putting him on a quick little in to the left side of the field. Now, what's also really great about this is you can motion Nelson out, and even since that latest patch, you can motion him out, and he'll still run the slant quick. It won't be delayed. So that's what's really good about this play. And what ends up happening is with the routes on this play is you create a high-low like corner strike style of setup with this play. So the right side of the field, the drag to the tight end will get over in time to the right side of the field, which will help open up the corner, or it'll give you the drag. So depending on what you get and what you read, like right there, guy came in quick, but what happens is the corner, your defender is going to drift and drop away to the corner, and then I'll be able to throw the drag underneath in this instance right here. He drifts away, and then there's all that space right there to deliver that strike to the cook right over to the right side of the field, get upfield for a 10-yard gain. Now, if you were to play man, or if you were to play hard flat, for instance, in this here, play a hard flat. You play hard flats. Now I should be able to open up and be able to throw this route to B, because you can see, or to Cobb, because now the hard flat pays attention to the drag underneath. So this is a great way to almost like to have a corner strike built in to your scheme without actually calling corner strike. And then on top of it, you have a really tough route to defend over the middle of the field with all these little short crossers, the quick drag, the quick slant. You then have this route that's really difficult to defend. With big body receiver. It's like a Z-spot style route. When your opponent starts clamping down on everything underneath, it becomes really difficult to defend. And a great way to do that is if you put Cook on an in rather than a drag, you know you want to go to the post. That in to Cook will keep him at bay a little bit longer, and then you have that whole middle of the field really good to attack those cover two style defenses. So really great play, really powerful play as a quick audible from this set. Now the last play, Farls.
Packers playbook, still breaking down the gun bunch.
Not the last play that you have in your arsenal, but the last quick audible you have. This is called stick. And what I like about this by default is that you have one of those ever so popular corners on the far left that you can motion out and dot towards that sideline. Yeah. Now they're not as effective as they were in the beginning of the year because the motion's now delayed a little bit, but you can still have a lot of success with this if you're facing, you don't want to throw these against cover 2, but if you're getting type of variety of man and any variety of cover 3, these are really effective. So in this instance, as far as you go to a cover 3, what ends up happening is...
Not yet. I am in it, sir. It's a show 2, but it is a cover trade.
Because the guy doesn't know his audibles. Right there, you can see against the cover 3 how effective that is towards that sideline. Now, I also have theories out here that if you go back to a cover 3 again, RB.
Nah, I don't want to give you Mabel.
That's fine.
Because I will lock you down with the Mabel, son.
So what ends up happening is, I still think you can throw this. See, you have to wait it's a little longer of a throw. Like you can't snap throw it. But what I found is you can still have success with this throw. You just got to have more time in the pocket, more patience, and you become a little bit more of a one-throw read with the play because you're really waiting. Like your other routes are going to develop, but you're really waiting for that corner to get to the sideline, and then you're going to deliver it to them. So corner strike, this play right here, stick, great play. And what I really like about this, I think the most underrated thing about this play in general is the following. I actually like to go to this play in 3rd and long, 3rd and 20, and here's why. So I will max protect, which blocks my halfback and tight end, and I'll usually leave it that way, especially because they're bringing pressure. Then what I like to do is I will smart route the X route, which will make him go all the way to the first down line, and it's a devastating read. You motion him out same way, and you deliver the dart. That's your number 1 read. Then the next thing you do is you put A and smart route him. He'll run to this first down line, and the beautiful thing about that route is that route runs the perfect route based on the coverage every single time. So if you get time in the poly pocket, A should always be open. This is not always be closing. This is A-B-O. Always be open, Farls.
Because he's on a smart route, so he's either going to sit
option route, smart option route,
or go over, depending on the coverage. I like that.
Now, the next thing I do, I just want to keep him at bay. I want to make sure that they don't forget about the far right side guy. I will put Cobb on an out and smart route it, and that's just a bailout. Sometimes I'll fade him, and it could be Randy Moss, and I'll just say, that's my guy. I just chuck up and pray to if I have no read. And then the last thing I'll do, depending on whether or not I get a read or not, of their defense, of their blitz, or their coverage, what they're doing, I'll place Cook, and I'll put him on an in and smart route him. Because usually he runs 20 yards, they'll think he's going to run a seam, and then when he stops at that yard line and bang, cuts over, it's really effective. Yeah. So here's what ends up happening. I'll motion the play. They're only going to run 10 yards here, and you're cover 2. But watch A. He's going to turn, and he's going to sit. And see how there's a small window. That's where like gunslinger is important. My read was off there.
Well, also
you
more distance too.
More distance will really help there too. But that's what's great about that play. We'll do it again. Motion him out here. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we lost the little paddle right there.
What-oh.
Back in, though.
All right, here we go. So you got to have a good, crisp read. You know he's going to turn, and then you sit. Again, 2 picks in a row. But more time, you got to trust it. I know we said it before. How many times we tell you to trust the Z-spot route? You got to trust it. Trust it, trust it, trust it. It's really an effective way to attack against those zone coverages. And the last thing I'll say, Farls, those are your quick audibles. Those are all your plays at your disposal. You still have other plays in here that are really effective to use. Let's not forget about corner strike. We talked a little bit about that, how you run the right side. You have a corner, vice versa. Then you have Z-spot, really effective. Inside cross, really effective against man-to-man because of the halfback route. We'll show that real quick. I think it's important to show.
Very important.
So if you get man-to-man, why this is really important against man is the primary read is the halfback. He's on a dragon route, and he just burns man. Like, he just toasts him. Like, it's a free X number of yards if you get just stock man. And now your next read off of that is now the corner pattern. Now you have a corner pattern off that right side. Randall corner of the Cobb, you throw a left trigger throw to the sideline, and you're going to have some success there. So right there, he breaks to the sideline, throw it low and away, he catches it, another easy read. Now, you then have the drag that cuts over the middle of the field. It's a stalled drag, so it won't get pressed, and then he cuts wide open.
Juicy.
Very easy of a read.
I tell you what, people are starting to go back to man-to-man a little bit because the teams in Ultimate Team are getting very good at that type of scheme, right? You have Champ Bailey out there, 96-man coverage. Other players, 96-man coverage. So super clutch man defense is coming up. So having a play like this with that halfback route, with a drag, with a C route.
And then the deep in works very well against man as well. So this is one of the best plays. I would not necessarily recommend this against zone. This is like a primary, like, you get into a matchup and you're expecting zone, but you then get man. Like, okay, in your back pocket, you know you got a great way to beat man-to-man, and that's what this play brings to you. Now, your couple other plays and the way you want to run this this scheme, I want to show you a couple other things that you can do to have success from here, because that's what we do here on This Week in Madden. Farls, we're going to move the rock up all the way up into the red zone. Is that cool with you?
Red zone play?
Is that cool with you?
I need it, son.
Is that cool with you?
I need it.
All right.
Remember, D. Jones was in the Packers book during the initial event in Draft Champs. So if you guys watched him play, we're not even, he didn't really go to Gun Bunch much. Everyone else ran Gun Bunch. He just ran all these other plays.
Right.
We're showing you the Gun Bunch because we believe it's the best Gun Bunch in the game in this Packers book specifically. But there's a whole other bevy of plays you can run from this playbook as well.
So we've showed this many times before in the earlier part of the year. But what I like to do is the quick audible stick, quick audible up. You have this route to Nelson. Rather than motion him out left, I like to motion him to the right side of the field. You want to make sure this guy has some height. He sets, he gets there, and then when he cuts over the middle of the field, you throw a high point pass, and you take advantage of his height, his catch in traffic, his ability to get in the back of the end zone. You throw a LB pass, which will deliver a streak and put the ball only where he can get it.
A little high point LB.
Yep, and it becomes a really successful way to attack in the red zone. So let's show you that one more time. Motion him over. Man zone doesn't really matter, but once he gets over there, he's going to a little bit delayed. He gets in the back of the end zone. Really difficult to defend. I've probably thrown 1,000 of these this year. Probably caught 950 of them. Probably had 10 of them picked, and probably had 50 of them, whatever the rest of that math is, incomplete.
Yep.
That's, roughly that's how effective it is, right? Probably not that, those aren't the numbers, but it's really effective. So now, on a flip side of that, you want to make sure that your middle receiver, in this case it's Adams, you don't want to have that be a really tall receiver. And this play works off of your previous play stick. So you're going to motion over Jordy Nelson. Now he runs the drag. Now you want this time to throw to Adams. He got pressed there. Whoever that was just destroyed off that right edge.
Sauced him up.
Yeah?
I don't know what is happening. There you go.
Hey,
sauced him up.
Sauced him off the edge there for me.
Give you a zone look.
Yeah, give me the zone look there, and then we'll motion him over. And what we're looking for here is when Adams cuts over the middle of the field, it gives us another one of those routes that's just really tender back of the end zone. That was a terrible throw by Rodgers. He didn't even throw it in his direction.
Needed more of those last week.
Yeah.
Needed more
zone.
of those last week.
Audible zone. And here we go. He's going to run over the middle of the field right there. And then, again, terrible throw. You got to trust that again as well. It gives you another option. It's the same idea. You want to get to the back of the end zone to deliver that ball. And it's a really effective way because your opponent's going to go to the motion.
Yeah.
Pay attention to that, but then
Yeah.
you hit on the opposite side. It's a cat and mouse game, and that's the whole point of what you're doing. And guys, don't forget, just for fun, what this formation gives you in this Green Bay Packers. You ready for it, Farls? You got 2 screens, just for fun.
Well, this is great.
Just for fun, both sides of the field, just for fun.
Excellent. Which one do you prefer?
The X screen, the screen to the right.
Because it's built, it's building up. They're going to be so looking towards the bunch that you want it to leak out to the right. Plus, I bet that route on the right side you could throw if the screen gets usered. Although you could probably definitely throw those routes across the middle a little bit.
The Y route, the halfback cross screen is actually a really good play if you don't throw the screen, because you can just go right here, like you can throw the drag. So that's actually a better play overall because it gives you more options. What I find is that what ends up happening, watch Starks, he'll stop short. Like I want to throw to him and then he kind of like stops short right there, and then you can kind of get into weird situations like you want him to keep going. Or what I find is like sometimes I'll be like, I'll want to throw it and I throw it to him like right there, and then he like gets kind of caught in the mud. They're still really good. It's great to have a screen left and a screen right. It gives you extra plays to make your opponent have to worry about, where most of these formations don't have both of them.
I would say if you guys are new to this and you're just picking up Madden, say after Christmas, and you're like, man, they're making some adjustments, I'm not sure, you got to make sure you go through the skills trainer, because all of the new zones in this year's game make beating defense pretty challenging. But with all the plays we just showed you in this Packers playbook, if you go back and review them, you'll have a play for everything. What you should be doing, you should be calling PA post 3 times a half. Honestly, because it's going to help you pick up pressure. You should be calling a screen once per half.
Definitely.
Once one way, once the other way per half. If you're new and just getting started, then those C routes, you should be calling those 3 times per half, not including PA post, so to play corner strike. If you do that from this gun bunch and you get in practice mode, you're going to feel really confident. And then anytime you see them start to go to like say cover 4, or they go to like dollar and they're dropping everybody back, that's when you want to add the run game in the halfback base. So that's 15 plays to get you scripted and started.
Let me show a corner strike real quick.
And you're looking really good for your offense and especially if you're a beginner.
So let me show you. This is the way I run the corner strike. It's a great play. It's one of the best plays in the game. It's my base play. This is the play I come out in. So what I do is I put A on a in, and I put RB on an out. And if you remember the curl flat play where we put the tight end on an out, and then we had the deep corner, like that combo. What I find here is this route to RB like gets under, and you can snap throw it like that. In that instance, you're in cover 2. Like
a hard flat there.
Yeah, if you're in cover 3 again, you're going to be able to throw that route as he gets open, because that buzz zone is going to have to find who he wants to go to and see how he drifts. And then once he drifts, you can deliver that out to the sideline. Now, the corner, its primary objective is you can motion him out, still have success. You got to wait for him. You got to wait for him. That's fine. Patience isn't a bad thing. But in this instance right there, okay, those routes are covered. I now go over to the middle of the field. I make a read over the middle of the field. And then what I like about it, your fail-safe, is your reads on the right side of the field, where you can throw the flat. There it is, throw the flat. You see how the safety didn't come down in time? I throw the flat for down to the 40, so what, a 10-yard, 5-yard gain. Now, if you play a hard flat, basically what I'm forcing you to do is have a Mabel on the right side of the field. And that's really hard to do, is have Mabels on both sides of the field. And as you can see, if you play hard flats, the corner gets open behind it. So that's what makes this corner strike play so difficult to defend. And one thing else you can note is if you did get like the cover 2 cross man, like you can always remember, fade the tight end. Like cover 2 cross man, the number one read that I've seen, and I saw Skimbo do this to perfection in the Madden Classic, the fade to the tight end, and he just would dart that ball. You didn't set it up anywhere near where it needed to be.
Yeah, I didn't blitz and all that.
Correct. But
it's the only place I get beat is when there's trips to one side. They just quick throw a seam route, and I'm like, God.
It's the fade. Well,
it's how it works. It makes me.
Let me see this real quick.
Frustrates me, but that is how it works.
So the reason why it works, guys, is the following, right? So why does it get open? Because what ends up happening in cover 2 cross man is they'll take these slot hooks and they man them up on the opposite side of the field players, and that's why it's called cross man, because you're playing zone coverage and you're then crossing up the coverage behind it. We've still been doing TWIM for 8 years, still can't solve the batteries. Real tender on that controller. So show the play art there, Farls. So and then user the one hook, because that's how people do. They user the one hook. So in this instance now you have no other zones to protect against it, and then their user is aggressive on drags and whatnot on the middle of the field, and then you have that throw. Then that throw opens. So that's a very meta throw. I would really not suggest that for somebody that might just be playing organically online. Like, it's probably not good, like the zones will cover it. You're going to have all these zones that will run deep with the vertical. All the new great zone coverages in this year's game will cover that. But in the meta of competitive Madden, that is a great option for attacking one of the most popular style of defenses. I might have to go get those batteries.
They might be ready by now.
Yeah.
Might be ready.
And then don't forget, guys, you also have Z-Spot. We've broken that down a million times, so I don't think we need to really break it down. But
Yeah, let's just show that one route, the deep post, because it's the other area of the field you need to target.
Z-Spot.
We talked about the one specific area with a drag, like once it crosses, hitting it right between the numbers. But then this last specific area on Z-Spot, it's just the backbreaker. Like, you need it. Like, if they go anywhere away from it, you have to hit it.
So here's what we do on this play. I max protect, again, to block the halfback. Then I will drag the tight end cook, and then I put Nelson on an in. And then if I get man or some type of variety there, you can throw to Adams. But you want to look to the drag or you want to look to the in, and then the route you're really trying to throw is that B route right there. And it's a left trigger.
Alshon Jeffrey, Kelvin Benjamin.
That is a left trigger throw, and I throw that with a 3 o'clock pass lead. A 3 o'clock pass lead is what I throw that with. So here's again. So right when it gets about here, it's right about there. It's that gives me the throw right in the middle of the field to cut it off, and then you aggressive catch it. You want to run this with a receiver that's at least 6'3", has at least 90 spectacular catch, and has at least 90 catch in traffic. If you're not doing it with those guys, you're not going to maximize your results with the play.
Show the out route. Do you have an out route there?
What do you mean?
Is there an in and an out?
Right here.
Yeah, show it, because Larry can't never throw it.
What can't throw what?
The in.
the in here?
Yeah.
It depends on the defense.
What do you like it against?
Right there. Like it's if the drag clears out the zone, or if the user middle linebacker clears out, that route's going to be wide open. Like, do this for me. Show me your defense. Take that middle linebacker, the mid read. Go bail and defend the Z spot route. Oh, Z spot's coming.
Yeah.
What ends up happening is that delayed in, wide open.
Got it.
Wide open. That's the purpose of it. So let me explain the purpose of each route on this play, just so your people are aware. Your main read, your progression goes like this. Snap. Okay, I'm gonna throw there on first down. Okay, picked up. Okay, I picked up 8 yards, right? Okay, it's 2nd and 2, right? So now I go 2nd and 2. This time now, okay, the drag, I could throw it. Oh, I want to check down underneath quickly because the zone's drift away. Okay, now it's first down. Okay, now you get a little bit more aggressive and you're going to clamp down and take away the short reads. Okay, user the short reads. Oh, wait in the pocket, deliver the ball. Cobb, huge gain. Now, in 3 plays, I'm down the field in 40 yards. I mean, that's the idea. That's what you want to do. You don't want to think on this play Z spot first. Like, you're doing it wrong.
Yes,
you're
you do.
doing it wrong.
Yes, you do.
No, you're doing it wrong.
You want 30.
You're doing it wrong.
30, son.
You're doing it wrong.
You
if
want
you're
30.
Doing that. And then don't forget, you can always put the halfback on the in.
Yeah, you can.
Halfback on the in. He'll drift, and you can see.
Underneath.
Yeah, real
Bang.
good. Boom.
I like it.
Guys, that right there is the single best bunch formation scheme you're going to find in the game. And that's based off of the number of audibles that are your presets. That's based off of the number of plays at your disposal that you have available to you. My next recommendation for you would be the West Coast playbook. And then I would also say the 3rd best bunch, the Denver Broncos.
Now we got one more question in the chat.
Yeah.
It's from the man himself, Rex. He wants to know that Z-spot route takes too much time in the pocket. So what if they send heavy pressure? Where are you looking off of this
Depends.
play?
So depends. Here, we'll do this. Let me see the defense.
I could set up a little
I want you to set it up.
Play called...
For sure, absolutely.
You know.
All right, so defensively, what playbook are you in?
So I have the 2-4-5.
Go Buck slant. Buck slant for me.
All right.
So what I would do, what I love about gun bunch, and this is one of the reasons why it's a great formation.
What about Rams bunch? But let's get
Same
there.
thing. This is what's great about a gun bunch is you have a halfback to your right of you and you have a tight end to the left of you. So in theory, you should be able to pick up everything. So that's why we say max protect is usually always our first adjustment, because that then gives us the ability to go back and say, like, retroactively look and say, look at the defense. Oh God, they're sending a heavy blitz. I'm gonna keep 7 in the block. That's one option, right? So what I would do off of that is I would do this. I would either put Nelson on an in, or I'd just put him on a drag and I'd run it as is. Or you could do something on the variety like drag Adams and put Nelson on in, lose that corner. Max protect was 7. Base a line for me, Farrell. Set it up properly. Get the slot corner out there.
Throw him out wide.
Yep. Can you crash out for me too?
Crash it out.
And put a user him. Yeah.
User him. All right.
Yep. Or you could crash down the other way. It depends. Whatever.
I slid my line. So.
Okay. Cool. So you want to user that blitzing guy too. So in this instance here, now you hang in the pocket. Tight end picks it up. You got time in the poly pocket. Deliver the strike to corner on the Cobb. I mean that's the thing. You got to pick up the pressure. I would say always. I would say that's a big time question that people always ask. They say, well, that play is going to work really good, man. But what happens when they send the blitz? Okay, well, when they send the blitz, it's your job to pick it up. Now, have you picked a formation that gives you the ability to pick that pressure up? Would be my next question to you. And then then you go back to why in the very beginning, why we said that it's the best formation in the game. It's the best formation in the game because it allows you to pick up pressure off the left edge and the right edge, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I like it. Skimbo in the chat right now, a guy who runs Gun Bunch.
Skimbo!
He's saying, let me in, I want to fly in the rest of it.
Dude,
all the way.
If we let Skimbo break it down, we'd be here for the next 20 hours.
If we had that tech, we would do it, Skimbo. We'll let you in, but most people are going to have to watch you play in group stage because you grinded the ladder. You made it into group stage. Starts on Thursday night, so we'll be looking forward to see you using some of this bunch
Skimbo!
As we hit Madden Bowl. I like it a lot. Good formation right there from the Packers playbook. Got through it. And now we're going to break down your questions live on the show. So let's jump into that right now. Gibbs, first question. How do you beat cover 2 with cloud flats? We just showed it from the Packers playbook. You run the play verticals. You wait for the route on the outside to clear it potentially, unless you like a little bit of a different play with cloud flat, where you just hit the drag then underneath.
Yeah, rather than just say just verticals, what I would recommend is corner strike. So if you call, I think it was Tampa 2.
I think the sync's gonna give me the cloud.
No.
No, I called. Excuse me. Yep, I got you.
What do you have?
I have soft squats there.
You
Can't
have-
get to them now, right?
You have Tampa 2 as your audible.
Gotcha.
Don't
Okay.
you? Let me see it.
I do,
Yeah.
but I have clouds as well.
Right. So that's cloud flats.
And I got those by going down in my coverage, then going back up.
So corner strike, why it's going to be effective is because it's a high-low on the outside. So you either throw the low route or you throw the high route. So the cloud flat, you just got to determine where it's going. Right there, he drifts away. He goes to the corner. And now you're facing those cloud flats in the defense that's so difficult to stop. Listen, you got to audible to it again.
Yep. Bang.
All right. And you have to make the read. And the other thing about it is, here's the thing, guys. You have to know. Yes, you have to make the read. But if you're playing the game and you know they're in the cloud flat, then you should then know, oh, I can throw this route to Stark. So audible to it again because you're audible to it. So I know he's in the cloud flat. So I know that the Stark's route's going to be open. Like I know I can throw that, and I know I can pick up close to 10 yards with him.
Yep.
Right. If I think you're in hard flats, like if you go hard flats, I would then throw the deep corner behind it. That's the name of the game. Okay, hard flats. Oh, he breaks down on it. There it is. You throw that left trigger pass.
Give me Adams on a drag, please. Give me Adams on a drag, because this is the most underrated part of the football field. Go and then throw it when he gets right between the numbers. So this is going to drift back a little longer.
Okay.
I'd say like 2 more steps. That is the part where when I call this cover 2 defense, I get attacked the most, because the vertical hook will go away. It depends on the actual formation. Usually use this guy, but that part of the field, as routes drift away, we'll use her and we'll bail. But waiting for it to clear, like right there, because he tracks deep and then people pick up that many yards. Now, I wouldn't do it from this specific formation, but that's the area of the field you need to be looking to on drags. When people are getting beat by drags, they're not getting beat by quick throws across the middle. They're getting beat by drags once they've like 3/4 crossed the field. Either the hard flat still stuck out wide as a cover 2 guy, or the flat followed somebody deep downfield and he bailed, and then they're picking up 12 yards. So that is where I find the toughest area of the field. But that's something important to look at. Now, we've got some Madden ballers in the chat right now. Let me know.
Master Gamer.
6 Cents is here. Master,
Skimbo.
Skimbo. If you're rooting for Skimbo in group stage, let me get a 1. And if you're not rooting for him, let me get a 2.
Yeah.
But just so you know, he is in the chat. And
so he'll see
takes notes.
Guys, I also want a reminder, coming up tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we will be streaming from 6 to 9 on twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL. We're going to be myself, AJ, Farls, maybe even RG, bring down some special guests. Maybe Rex will show up. We're going to be talking, hanging out, watching these group stage games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So make sure you come support, hang out with us. We're going to have a good time with it. I'm looking forward to it. Wow, a lot of ones.
Basketballs.
A lot of ones. Let's go.
Chirping.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Shout out to Initiated. Now let's take a look also and remind everyone that Season 3 is open right now. So while you can't make it to Madden Bowl, you can make it into the next event, the Madden Pop Quiz.
The next event, Madden Challenge.
Pop Quiz. If you want to make it to the Madden Challenge, you start qualifying by either playing Salary Cap ranked or Draft Champions ranked right now, all the way to the end of February. You also want to register for the club series, which we have a link in the chat, just !club. It's a no-brainer not to do. We've gone over it. You guys were here all weekend. I told you 10,000 times. Thousands of you signed up, all that jazz. But get involved, buy that, and let me know if you have any specific questions on
No way. Siwoo in here? Is Siwoo in here? What about Pony Montana?
Pony's around.
Pony Montana.
Pony's around. Pony's in group stage. Sing back Jumbo. All right, next question in the mailbag. That was a good one. Gibbs, what ratings do you look for in cross-man linebackers?
Have you heard of speed before?
I've never known it.
No, not, just kidding.
You sound like you're on it.
Yeah, I do. Speed's very important. So is agility and acceleration. You need them to be able to be shifty off their moves. I will say that your man coverage, a lot of people will say, hey, man coverage is really important for it. I tend to like have the mindset that like your man coverage, even on the best linebacker in the game, like the Shazier or whoever the best coverage is. I think it's Shazier. He's close to. We can look it up on my head, but whatever you're looking at, the best coverage is for the linebacker. Like they're still pretty low overall man coverage. So like I usually say, well, I'll give up, 75 man coverage for. I believe that Telvin Smith is up there for the man.
He's like very highly up there.
The hero Telvin Smith is like 79 man coverage.
Yeah, I hope you hung on to him.
I did. I actually have him on my salary cap team. So I did, anyways. But what I'll say is I'll give up some man coverage for a guy that's more athletic. I do also sort of like the idea of like starting motivator Amerson on your roster in salary cap, because then you get the +2 man coverage. Which is kind of cool.
So you do value speed first, man second. Is what
for cross man, specifically.
Yes, for cross man.
Yeah, I would say like speed's not the most important thing when you look at a corner. Their man coverage and zone coverage ratings, I really value those as more important. But for like a linebacker, again, like their man coverage is going to be so low, even the best in the game is going to be pretty low. So like I would say like, oh, if you have 80 man coverage, you're going to go up against a receiver with 90 route running, like you're toast anyways, right? Like
potentially,
so what?
Yeah.
So
these are all guys with higher than 77 man coverage. You see Telvin Smith, Thomas Davis is always a good one.
But then you got to look at the
Barron's
speed.
Fast,
like
88 speed.
The Mark Barron.
KJ Wright's a zone guy. He's only got 83 speed. This Thomas Davis is only at 85. So
the Mark Barron.
It's basically Mark Barron. Kirksey, he's not quite as fast. Telvin Smith at 87 could get the job done
very
for
good.
you.
Telvin Smith has 79 man coverage.
I'm a Landon Collins, Sean Taylor guy, but they're expensive, obviously.
Well, they are, but remember, like again, you're gonna look at the Telvin Smith 79 man coverage, right?
Yep.
You get Amerson out there, you get him up to 81 man coverage. Okay, cool. You're gonna run an 81 man coverage linebacker with 87 speed. He's gonna get toasted against a 90 route running receiver, right? So it doesn't necessarily like. I'd rather just give me the more speed so that he can play catch up.
Yeah, and if they run a drag,
he can play catch up later, right?
Just get in the way, right?
Yeah.
Do you value acceleration over the speed, or just kind of both?
I want them all to be near each other. So like if you're 88 speed, you better have 88 agility, you better have 88 excel. If you're 92 speed, you better have like.
How do you feel about Vic Beasley getting cross-manned?
Love Vic Beasley, the new one, 90 cheddar sticks, love it. Vic
Yeah.
Beasley, very nice. If you if you just play motivator Vic Beasley, he's 88 speed. I actually think a great combo would be Vic Beasley, motivator, 88 speed, and then Bruce Irvin, ultimate blitz, who's 88 speed.
That Bruce Irvin
is bananas.
He's amazing.
His coverage stats are stupid.
Very under the radar.
His coverage stats are dumb.
He's on the radar if you're hardcore, but he's not really on people's radar. He's awesome.
He's really good.
All right, let's look at the next mailbag question. This one is from Shane O'Mac. Wants to know what makes gun snugs effective or singleback snugs. He watched Stiffmeister play. He was super impressed with his run, and he liked snugs. So not anything specific Stiff does, but what makes gun snugs? I mean, it's always been a great formation.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to play bench. Like the play bench, it just works. I know we don't quite have quite as much of it. We have I think their last formation is the tight flex, works pretty good. So, but what do you like about this?
What makes tight formations effective is your ability to, number one, like in this instance, you have so many receivers near the line of scrimmage. Now everyone is able to block immediately and block in an impactful way for the halfback. Like that inside receiver, he was able to peel off the end there. So when you first look at the run game, the tight sets help in the run game as your step number one, because they're all compressed, they're all in the box, they're all ready to put a hat on a hat and block for you. So that's number one. Number two, typically you're able to use a lot of different motions pretty effectively.
Yes.
And you get a lot of unique routes and a lot of unique areas of the field. Like for example, this corner. I can now motion this corner over, and he's actually he stops at a tight end spot, and now I have a tight end spot with a post. That's hard to come by.
Corner with a post.
Right. So you can get really unique with the way you run your offense because of the motion ability that these formations have. So here's another example. Let's take a look at this route right here. Again, let's motion it to the right. He stops at the same spot.
Doesn't flip.
Well, guess what? Now you got a little speed out. Bang, little speed out, right?
Yep.
So that is notoriously one of the reasons why tight formations, snugs formations have been really effective over the years. Now, number 3, which I think is probably the most important reason why they're good, they tend to have the most unique routes. They tend to have the most corner routes. Corner routes are usually the best routes in the game, and they tend to have random unique routes. Those you got a Cobb route that's a post, like a vertical. So you got an inverted post route to Nelson. So I would say that's probably the primary reason why is when you typically look at gun snug formations and you look back in the history of Madden, you're going to say that those formations usually had the most unique plays, most unique routes. I'll go back all the way back to Madden 09 as just one example. Madden 09 introduced a gun snugs formation that was new to the game that year, and what they had was the PAX clown. And the PAX clown, that formation had a blue route on the line of scrimmage, and it had like a post corner over the middle of the field, and then it had a deep cross over the middle of the field. Those routes had never really been all comboed together on one play before, and that instantly became one of the best plays in the game. So what I will say is, what do we always say about Madden? You see a new route, you see a weird route, you try it.
That's a chair route according to Zan's channel on the PAX out and ups.
Yeah.
Just go there and watch the video. But yeah, those are some unique routes, right? Like those are good. The mesh is good. The PA waggle is
post,
excellent.
Corner.
You can motion that. Like there's a lot to like from these snugs.
Yep.
So definitely check it out.
I would say that the number one way people I would say you'd look at a guy like Eric Problem, right? The way he defends snugs. Years ago, he shared with me in the old Madden Tips community. He shared with us that the way he strategizes and faces these tight formations is he looks at them as one way. I'm going to play aggressive, cover 2, send 6, send 2 free style blitzes. I'm going to clamp down on you. I'm going to protect the short part of the field on the outside, and I'm going to get real usury over the middle of the field. And that's one of the weaknesses that gun tight flex has.
Hard to pick up pressure, yeah.
Hard to pick up pressure, but there's also not a lot of space. So, when you are running, let's say, gun bunch, for example, you have gun bunch to the left and you have an ISO receiver on the far right, and if you drag that receiver, he has time to run in and have his route develop and give you some time to make a read on the play. With all these receivers tight and compressed in the middle of the field, while it's a strength, it's also a weakness is that if you run a mesh, the read's bang. If you don't make a crisp read right away, you lose that mesh. Whereas if you have a more balanced set, you can have more time with your reads. And so while single back tight flex or tight formations, gun snugs, single back tight, its biggest strength is that it's compressed, but its biggest weakness is that it's compressed and that your reads have to be that much quicker when you're running it. I digress.
I like it. Good formation right there. One to check out, and one that's going to be good almost every year, so you'll be able to build upon it year after year after year. Next question in the mailbag. Arc Ground Game wants to know, Gibbs, you got any best tank players in salary cap ranks?
You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Eric Pinkins. Linebacker, Eric Pinkins. Look him up. Stud muffin.
That's your guy?
Oh my gosh, he's a stud muffin.
All right, gotta get a Pinkins. Gotta get a Pinkins.
We're gonna pull him up. We'll do a shout out for Master Gamer. Darius Jackson at halfback. Absolute tremendous value in what he brings to the table. But my favorite.
Also, he's a tank player because he's low value, but he's a tank player because he runs through bros.
He's like Bo Jackson out there. He's a beast. But here's my favorite guy. This is Eric Pinkins. He's 10 cap value. He's 86 speed. Look at his agility acceleration, not bad. He's 6'3". Just overall, pretty good player. Hit power 75, tackle 71, zone coverage 77.
Yeah.
Man coverage 69, 75 press on a linebacker. This guy can ball. This guy can ball, and I think he should be if you're going to tank a user or I think there's value on every salary cap roster for an Eric Pinkins.
Who was the guy from last night, 91, that looked like Kevin Green? He was on the Chiefs that Jet had.
Matt Cassius.
He was absurd.
Cassius Marsh. This guy. This was Jets guy.
He was on the line. I mean,
A1 B-Shed.
He was just diesel.
I will call attention to a couple. I think there's a lot of value in a couple corners. If you type in Eric Rowe. So I did an experiment. I actually had a lot of success. So if you,
I built traded for him. Am I right?
Here's the thing: if you play a lot of cover 2 cross man, you really only need corners to be able to play in the flat. You don't really need to worry about anything like that. Well, look at Eric Rowe. He meets the bill with 88 speed. His agility's 88. His excel is 88, and his strength really high. Look at his tackle. His tackle is 72. So in the flat, he's really good. He's actually one of the best like tackling corners in the game. So what I've then like my one like strategy that I looked at was I'm actually going to tank my corners. I'm only playing cover 2, right? Regardless. So why not just have these really valued corners and use them
and then spend money on slot Night Train, slot Dion, or the cap. You know what I'm saying?
Or actually, I used who's that fast corner on the Vikings in the slot? I use him. Trey Waynes.
Yeah. Or he has a very nice item, and his name is escaping me.
Go to PJ Williams next. Next corner. So my starting corners when I tried this out was Eric Rowe and PJ Williams.
P.J?
I don't know if it's that. Maybe just P and then J.
Peanut Butter and Jelly Williams?
Yeah, there you go.
There he is.
Another stud muffin. 88 speed. Take a look at his tackle, his hit power in man coverage.
71 tackle.
So he's up there in they both do the same thing really well. They're believe it or not, the 71 tackle is pretty good in terms of like when you look at the landscape of the game, and that's why I gravitated towards them and wanted to try it out. Was that's actually really strong rating that this guy has. He also got 1 green rating, 92 Excel.
Absolutely.
Kind of good.
Xavier Rhodes, yes, clearly.
Not Xavier Rhodes. No, it's Trey
I don't know.
Waynes.
You use Trey Waynes.
Oh.
I'm saying there's a couple of Xavier Rhodes that are pretty remarkable items. Very nice. Some cap guys there. We'll always be adding on to those lists. Gibbs, Big Slow 17 wants to know, what's the biggest new change from single elimination of Madden Bowl? So we watched a ton of games this weekend, and now we're going into group stage. What changed? What are you excited to see? Like, who had something you weren't expecting? For me, single back jumbo. Because it was salary cap and you could guarantee your playbook, people ran that single back jumbo quite a bit. Pony Montana made it in with it. But I was wondering if you saw anything else that you specifically liked.
Jet Steel defense. I think what I liked about it was it's like back into the old school days of send 5, send 6 Madden, right? Like I would say the beginning of this year was a lot of coverage, and problem really found that blitz. Then Buck Slant kind of came out, and so then you started seeing more pressure schemes, and last year was all the A gap nonsense, and the year I'd have to think about the year before that, but. What I like about this year right now, the way the pressure is working, it's all the edge pressure. It's send 5, send 6. It's mono on mono. Try to get 2 free by sending 6. Isolate a center, and play big boy football. I love the way he played defense. I think that everybody better be on notice with the way he played defense against Stiff. The way he locked down the Madden 16 champion and made Stiff look that poor on the opposite side of the ball was far more impressive than anything I've seen thus far in the Madden Bowl.
I like it. Big stuff right there. Group stage happening, guys. Remember, streams on the EA Madden NFL channel starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. SF Fan is new. He hasn't started playing quite yet, Gibbs.
Yeah.
So does he still have time to qualify for the Madden Challenge?
Yeah, Madden Challenge just started, bro.
Then,
you literally have until don't quote me on this, but I believe it's February 27th.
Yep, just
so
about
there's
the end of February.
There's official graphics out there, like on EA's Madden's Twitter and whatnot. But yeah, I believe it's the 27th.
Qualifying only started yesterday, so if you are to start playing, you're going to be in good position to get in as many games as other people. Salary cap ranked items to get you started. There are tons and tons of value, guys. The best thing you can possibly do is go back to Master Gamer's Twitter. Go to, I believe 6 Cents has shared his lineup. Shakobi shared his lineup. All of the players and the competitors that said, hey, here's the lineup I'm going with this weekend. Look through there and look for some value, guys. There's so many items at this point in the MUT season that there is tremendous value across the board. So you can get a salary cap team up and running pretty fast. Start with an A.J. McCarron at quarterback. Start with a Darius Jackson at halfback. Your line you should be able to get pretty easily. Plenty of cross-man linebackers are available. Good speed guys, some Zach Browns, mix those guys in, and you'll be in good shape. So don't forget about that, and I think you'll be in good position if you're able to get on the game shortly. Now, we got one other guy in the chat who I have to call out right now. It's my guy Goes Madden. My guy Goes Madden. He was in the chat on Monday. I said, Goes, congrats on making group stage. I'm proud of you. You hit your field goals. You made it in. You made it back to group stage. You're the man. You crush people. You crush people.
Crushing bros.
You crush people. So I said, Goes, email me. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. And let me know what playbook you use, what your offensive style is, so that when I go on the Muckcast, I can tell everybody that Goes Madden is coming for him, right?
Yeah.
He said, all right, I'll send you some notes. What do you need to know? I guess one of the questions I should have sent Goes was, do you have any aliases? Do you have any other names you go by? Tino.
I know, it's Tino.
So I had to chirp Tino, which is also Goes Madden.
How come I knew that was Goes Madden?
Because maybe he emailed you and told him. But
anyways, how did I know that was Goes Madden?
Never emailed me.
No, it's because I'm a man of the people, and I just knew.
But Goes will be competing in group stage, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Go figure, guys.
No, more like Goes figure.
Goes figure, guys.
Mad at Goes, but he's still my guy.
Can we just say that? Can we bring up the elephant in the room that I knew it and you didn't know that?
Is that the elephant? I thought it was the bear in the room, if anything.
I didn't get attacked by a bear, man.
So, next question on this one is Gibbs. Catmaster, he's going to his first tournament. It's at a mall. He's playing with regular teams.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for playing in a tournament for the first time for Catmaster? Catmaster, I got a couple tips for you at your local mall. Number one, most players that you're going to play against aren't going to be good. And that is, you're going to be like so much better than them that you guys aren't really going to even be playing the same game, right? Like they're going to be just hiking the ball. So don't get too cute, right? If they're usering a lineman, just call gun split close, halfback wheel, just throw to the flat. Throw to the flat, score a touchdown. And if they're like, you keep throwing to the flat, get off of your end, bro. But you will meet somebody good at the mall, and then you play your game, and just be confident and make the reads and mix it up. But don't try and like reinvent the wheel. I gotta play one throw touchdowns against these guys who are just like, they're at a mall and they're like, oh mom, can I play in this tournament? And she's like, yeah honey, go. Catmaster, you're gonna blast those guys, but don't fool around and just win those games easily. And then play your game when it comes to it. What team would you use, Gibbs, for play now? Seahawks?
Packers, probably. Packers, Seahawks, yeah.
Maybe.
Raiders are pretty good too.
The Niners are kind of way down with, not the Niners.
Yeah,
the Cardinals are way down with updates.
Yeah.
So, yeah, crush those guys though. Get a W, bring it home to Madden Tips. Let us know how it goes.
Yell, let's go after every big play.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like a real Madden
Get thrown out of the ball.
Let's go.
Also from Catmaster wants to know, what's the difference between awareness, play rec, and pursuit?
In my opinion, awareness, you take a look at that, that's your general ability of like how well they recognize things going on around them. How well, like it's like a filler stat that like gives them extra boost in certain areas. Play recognition, that's off of like play action, their ability to sniff out screens as well. And then pursuit is like how well they take lines to like the ball. So like if the ball is the halfback's behind the line of scrimmage, like will my computer control player like take the quickest route? Like will he take the Pythagorean theorem, or will he like do what Farls does and he goes whatever which way he goes to avoid stopping a stoplight? He'll add 5 miles to the route.
I have great pursuit. I always show up early. Yeah, play rec, I think it helps with zone coverage too, how fast they realize like what's happening. Awareness, I know it's important in certain simulations, but then there are little areas where I do think awareness boosts on. I was going to go back and actually look. I think Clint Oldenburg recently on his timeline had a little insight into what awareness helps boost, and I'll try and find that and make sure I bring it up on the next show. So we're going to go real fast, rally through the rest of the mailbag questions here, and then we shall break it down. But Gibbs, I wanted to see if you had some tips for my man Steeltown.
Okay.
So Steeltown was wondering, how do you cross man so quickly? He's unable to get the setups in. Is there something you like to do when you call cross man?
So let's go to the $326 DB Fire 2 press. We're not going to show you the blitz just because it's something that's like people are going to use this in this tournament, so we shouldn't talk about it right now. But let's just take this play right here. So baseline.
Okay.
So first and foremost, the reason why people come out in DB Fire Press 2 is because if they show your play art, because if they do want to blitz, they already have their slots blitzing, so it's like one less thing to do. And typically on most plays they will be blitzing, so that's why they come out in this. Like you could make an argument like, why not just come on a play that doesn't have them blitzing and then you're on a soft squat? Well, then it's extra steps to get them to blitz and keep going from there. But generally, what you'll see people do here.
So who would you user on this play? I
like to user the left of the screen linebacker. That's just me. That's how I like to do it. Or if you were in a 3-4 or 4-3, I like to be a 4-3. I like to be the middle linebacker.
Yeah.
So from here, what you'd want to do is you do your coverage audibles to be able to quick reads or quick adjustments to man up the slots on the opposite side receivers.
So say we're gonna man up these two guys because we want to send the pressure right. So if we wanted to man this guy up, A, you're saying don't do that, and then don't do A, up, RB to man him up.
Correct.
And then don't do whatever. Why? Like
Correct.
Don't, because that takes too long. You should be staying on Sean Lee the entire time.
Correct.
Okay. Now, what are those buttons? And how many guys can you get cross-man in? And do you have trouble with 8 seconds getting your cross-man?
7 seconds. Yeah, 7 seconds, not 8. Get 7 seconds.
You get him in?
So I gotta literally have the controller in my hand, or else
let's
I'm
see
not
it.
gonna remember it.
Let's see it.
So I'm gonna try and be real tender here. We gotta work on our batteries, boys.
Got battery issues.
How do we do this?
I disagree. You gotta flicker back a little bit.
All right, so you're on your linebacker here. All right, let me reset the play.
All right, so reset the setup. So rather than having to click onto each individual defender to crossman steal down, what you should be focusing on is staying on the guy you want to user, and then...
All right, so here we go. So the first thing I'll say is you have different levels of the defense that you have control over with your quick adjustments. When you use, and to do your quick adjustments, you have to hit a specific button twice. So do your defensive lineman, you have to hit LB, LB 2 times, and that's going to allow you to gain control of any of those defensive linemen. You can see that there's 3, X, Y, and A. So you hit LB, LB, and then you would hit, I want to put X on somebody. I hit X, and then you have to then flick up on the right stick, which then does that, and we're in trouble. We got to get tender here. Can you do it? Can you do it?
So LB, LB, X, A, and then it would be Y, right?
Yeah.
Or, no, we would want to put them on A.
We're in trouble, boys.
We gotta get batteries for this bad boy.
We're in trouble.
We gotta get batteries.
Yeah. We're in trouble.
All right. A.
Yeah.
So I just man him up.
Right, and then the same thing goes for RB, because that will do your linebackers. And then anyone in your secondary is YY.
So RB, RB, A, flick up on the right stick, press Y.
Yeah.
And then Y, Y, Y. Nah. I don't want to do Y. So we'll cancel that one.
You jump the gun.
So it'll be Y, Y, LB.
And then up on the right stick,
Up
A.
on the right stick, A.
And then you do YY, A, up on the right stick, Y.
Boom.
And then user the guy that you have 2 guys man up on Adam, so user the other linebacker. You have 2 guys man up on him.
Yeah, I want him locked down.
You don't want that.
I want him locked down.
No, you don't.
He's been beating us in the slot all day. I said, lock him down. Lock him down. Take him out of the play.
Right. So
Crown him.
So the question in the chat from Hope, he said, why are you crossman and D lineman? In this example, we were just showing that there's like multiple levels of that you can do it. But typically, you want to do it with your slot corners. Now, I personally, I have for a very long time, for very many years, the staple of the defense I've liked to do is roll your weak side defensive tackle and defensive end into what you could call, I guess, what people are calling cross-manning, where I do see it advantageous. I still do it now, where you would do the LB and man up a D tackle on a tight end, or man up your D end on a linebacker or on a wide receiver. But typically, you cross man, and the reason that you do it is the following reason. So, can you get rid of that setup? That's terrible.
That works.
Do YY, LB on A, and YY, A on Y.
Boom.
Okay, the reason why this works is when you run drags in this instance, those guys will react accordingly to them, and they pick each other up. I believe the term, I don't know if it's the correct term, I believe it's accurate, but I believe they banjo. If anyone that has football knowledge, correct me on that.
You know who has football knowledge?
But I believe it's
comment section.
The comment section.
They're brilliant.
But I believe
I'm stupid.
I believe
they are very smart.
I believe you'd call that banjo coverage, where like they recognize.
Sgibs, you're a pretty good Madden mind.
Yeah.
But your football knowledge,
you're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're dumb.
That was the exact word I was going to use.
Really?
That's what the commenters use.
Oh.
They beat it in your brain.
You're dumb.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
But I believe it's called banjo. But anyways. That's the purpose of the crossman. It's also really effective. Like, it's what I would say, a way to describe why crossman is used and why it's effective is that when you crossman, it allows your man-to-man defender that's matched up to anticipate the route better than when they're like squared up with them. So what ends up happening is like you run this drag, and like to Adams ends up beating, like if the guy in front of him was matched up to him, he'd get beat by the drag like by the time he gets to the center or the right guard.
Right.
When you play cross man, he doesn't get beat because like the cross man defender will stay outside the tackle box anticipating for him to come. And the spot where he actually will end up getting beat would be like out near like the 40-yard line. So that's why cross man works, is that it allows your defenders to anticipate the routes. And when they anticipate the routes, they lock them up.
Big.
Boom.
Big stuff. All right. I'm going to crush through the mailbag. Why don't we we'll hop out of practice mode if we need to, but we're going to switch paddles so that we have full juice when we play our Packers.
Yeah, this is the number one controller
gameplay.
Anyways. So
Gibbs, how many solos have you ground in Madden 17?
0.
Let's go!
Actually, I think I had to play the 1.
Yeah. 1.
Why?
Because the goo was like, oh, I'll show you where the solos are. I'm like, goo, you're not gonna like the answer to this question.
I've played 1 solo. That
And
was
it
just
like,
so I could get into the game.
The solos. Yeah.
I had to play that 1 solo because it wouldn't let me play the actual game without playing the solo.
How do you slow down no huddle 5 wide players?
Cover 2 man will be pretty effective against it overall.
Blitz them. Don't feel like you can't blitz. The difference between inside zone and halfback base is, one, you have a pulling guard and you can kind of get outside with it. Inside zone you should keep in the middle if you can. Boom. Yeah. Let's see. Couple more questions to go. Are we locking in?
They said now we're not man of the people because we don't play solos.
We play head-to-head. We play head-to-head to get strategies.
Yeah.
So we could give them away on TWIM.
Isn't that the not man of the people? Man of the people is that we are in the streets playing these games for you.
Yeah. You think I wouldn't want to just sit in the comfort of my home while I'm streaming? Farls, you're winning by 35. Yeah, I'm playing the computer every game. I just win by 35. We hit up most of the good questions.
tight.
We hit up a lot of the questions. Everything else we pretty much have answered on
Floppy
YouTube. We can put those in the chat if you're looking at how to stop crossing patterns and drags. We have videos for that.
You using North Pole jerseys? You're such a
faster player on defense because I have field general and whatever LD chemistry is.
What playbook?
Green Bay Packers.
The Alpacas?
The Green Bay Packers. Let's go. Time to battle.
The Alpacas?
Green Bay. Right there. Packers up. Bam. Of course I got it. Of course I got it. Got 2.
Yeah. Just to try them out? Just in case one of them,
Why would I not have North Pole? Why would I not have North Pole?
You were really going to have Cunningham in there and not conductor?
Should I?
You got to have conductor.
I don't want a conductor.
You have to have conductor.
I have 3 quarterbacks. Look at what none of them have.
Why?
Man of the people.
That's not you. Man of the people. You have.
Should I use Tom? But then I can't scramble.
Yes, you'll just put in Cunningham. You don't need to scramble. What Tom is that?
Yes, you always need to scramble.
Wait, that's
not the newest Tom. It's second newest Tom. It's not playoff Tom. Oh. Sorry, I don't have every item, Gibbs. I'm a man of the people. I don't have every single item.
You have both Gunslinger Farms.
They have different chemistries. They are not the same item. One has one better deep throw. I'll stand by it. Should I put Randall instead of this guy? Randall over Pryor?
Put Randall over Pryor, yeah.
All right. Anything else we want to
How
do?
does Pryor have better play action than Cunningham?
Do you like these receivers?
Let me see.
Demarius is nasty.
Do you have Moss?
Yeah, I don't
Who are
know.
your tight ends?
Not very good ones.
That's good.
I'll bring the beef, bro.
Do you have LeGarrette Blount?
No, I don't have every item Gibbs. I'm man of the people.
Am I playing defense? Okay, you're playing the whole game?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how your coaching goes. Defensively, anything else? I think we're good. Gronk, start him or no?
Yeah.
Over Wags?
Oh my God, yeah.
I don't know. He's very slow.
Gronk is 6'6" with hot hands. It's the dumbest player I've ever seen. He's so good. Why?
90 cap.
Yeah, but you're already starting Shazier. Who cares?
All right.
How fast is Shazier?
92, I think. Let me see him. What's he got?
90.
What? Where's my chemistry? He's tier 2. Field general.
That gives you speed?
Yeah. And so does
Oh, because
CL.
he probably took out Wagner. Right?
Yeah. Yep, I need to put him back in. Sorry, it's for chemistry.
That's so dumb. That's so
a 91 speed linebacker's dumb. A 92 speed linebacker potentially is dumb.
92?
That's where you can get him if you are.
Let me see.
Yeah, I need to get. We need to start a different safety.
He's 91, you clown.
Correct, but I don't have CL.
So why are you
Because
chirping
then
me?
I get it by Harrison Smith.
Why are you chirping me that you got 92 speed then? You don't have 92 speed.
I can if I want to.
Didn't get it. You're making that big of a deal over.
Because then I can't start Justin Houston. I have to start Levante David, CL.
So then
over
So what?
Tamba.
Yeah,
But then I
so?
don't get the boost. Then I don't get the play record.
Oh well, you get the extra speed. You're chirping that speed's that important.
I'm just saying it's nice to have, Gibbs. It's nice to have.
You'd rather one extra speed than lose out on 6'6" hot hands Gronk? Don't even have Gronk on the team then. Stupid. Whole
You
point
don't
is
need hot hands. in
Yeah,
my
you
opinion.
do.
No.
Yeah.
He's gonna catch stuff.
No.
Yes. I promise you, if I drop a pick with Gronk, I will do 18 push-ups in a row. If I drop a pick
You're the worst.
where I user Gronk
Just
in this
get in the
game, I
game.
will do 18 push-ups in a row.
Just get in the game.
And if I catch a pick with Gronk, usered, you got to do 18 push-ups
Just
in a
get
row.
in the game, man. I'm not just get in the game. Go in the game.
You have to shake on that.
Get in the game.
That's a very fair deal.
Get in the game.
And none of that could happen. That's shake it.
Get in the game.
Shake it.
Get in the game.
Shake it.
Get in the game.
The chat's going to make you shake it. A man of the people would shake that deal. That's a very fair deal, Gibbs. That is a very fair deal. Was it not?
You're gonna play a solo.
I thought it was a good time.
Let's play the game. Do you have your defensive playbook? You have the Raiders?
Yep. 18 straight push-ups, butt down, head up. Shake.
No, Farls is not the Costanza anyone Seinfeld.
Last living legend says shake it.
I don't shake your hand because you make things up about me. So
Hey.
I don't do bets with you.
They're saying things.
That's
Shake.
fine. No, I'm not shaking.
Shake.
I'm not shaking because you're a terrible person.
Shake.
No. 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 Get out of here with that thing.
Deal's locked.
No, it's not.
Not a man of the people.
I am a
Shake my hand if you're a man of the people.
No, that won't count. That won't register. I just refuse to bet with you ever again.
It's not a bet.
Yes, it is.
It's a friendly wager.
No, and you also just tell people that I got attacked by a bear again. And I had a lot of tweets. That I didn't want to have to deal with that said, "You okay? Did you get attacked by a bear?" No, man, I didn't get attacked by a bear. Yeah, man, do you make yogurt? No, man, I don't make yogurt.
We don't know this.
I don't
You
make
won't
yogurt.
shake, so nothing you say can be accounted for.
No, because odds are you're going to get a pick.
No,
so
Axel
that's a defeated strategy. It's a defeated strategy.
No, it's not.
I'm not
Odds
going
are-
to set myself up
Odds
for
are
that.
I'm not going to get a pick.
Yeah, it is.
Then I
Yeah.
would have to use a Gronk. Then that way you are guaranteed to see me use a Gronk.
Listen, I think Benzalda makes a great point. I wouldn't shake hands with somebody that puts pants on with both feet. It's just something I wouldn't do.
It's your call, bro.
Yeah. Why is that volume so loud?
Because we need to plug this into the back of it if you can do such a thing. There's a headphone jack. You can see it on the back. Take that, throw it in there, and it'll shut it down.
Really?
Yeah, power move. That's how I live my life. You'll see it right there. It's like a headphone jack. You gotta You're shaking the TV, and I'm trying to return a kick. Right up in there. Oh, he paused the game.
I plugged it in, but it didn't shut it off.
Yeah, and you got to put it in the headphone one, not the microphone one.
I put it in the green
That's
one.
the microphone one. There's the one with the headphone picture.
Headphones are always green.
Gibbs, it looks just like this.
Headphones are always green.
Looks just like this. Which are headphones. Right in the back.
I've never seen a headphone cord not be green. Just saying.
Are we locking in with this cat? Are you ready? What play? What is my offense?
Curl flat.
Who do I need to put in?
Just go, hurry up, go.
Who?
Just pick. You have to pick.
Kelvin,
your play.
Randy Moss.
You have to pick your first play.
What do I do? Flip it.
Curl
Flip
flat.
it.
Yep.
Okay, what's the setup?
Max protect.
Max protect.
Fade
Best play.
X. Max protect. Fade X.
Max protect.
Fade X.
Fade X.
Put RB on it.
I forgot to max protect.
That's on you.
RB on it in.
Drag B.
Okay. What is my read?
Go.
Where's the pressure?
Snap. Go.
Dallas.
It's terrible read. All right, put Moss as your far right receiver.
Okay. Randy Moss.
Because that's your.
Who should I put there? AB.
Sure.
Demarius.
Yeah, Demarius. Put Demarius there.
Who else?
You can leave Sanders in. That's cool.
Curl flat.
Yeah. Same setup. Max protect.
Max protect. Fade X.
Yeah.
Drag B.
No. Go to
7 seconds. What do I do? What do I do? In?
drag B.
In? Drag? What? Where am I looking?
Go.
Is there pressure? Is there pressure? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, he messed up.
You're playing like an absolute idiot.
No. No, you're not giving me time. Where do I go?
Flip it, curl flat. You're
Call
playing
it?
like a jerk.
No, I'm not on purpose.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm really not. I really hit the wrong button. What do I do? Max Pro?
Stop talking. Go to verticals. Go to verticals.
Where is it?
Streak Clark.
Streak Clark.
Drag B.
Drag B.
Try to hit Sanders down the
Do I
side.
motion him or no?
No.
Block the halfback?
No.
We'll just wait on X.
Jesus. You're so.
What do I do?
Go to
Gotta hit
X,
the
go to
drag.
X.
Gotta hit the drag. He wasn't clearing that.
Can you seriously stop? It's not funny.
I'm dead serious.
No, you're not dead serious.
No,
Go to curl flat. You're not dead serious. You're freaking out like a ridiculous
It's
person.
terrifying in a new offense.
No,
this
curl
is how
flat.
people feel.
No, it's not.
This is how I feel. This is how I feel.
It's not. Max protect. Put RB in and out. Fade X.
Okay.
Drag B.
Drag B.
I want you to throw to RB if he's open. Drag to B if he's not, and then the deep corner. RB's open.
Okay. Good read. Good read.
Flip it and go to halfback slip screen.
Which one? Slip.
Halfback slip screen.
Got it. You want Ricky Williams on this?
Sure. All right, slip screen.
Just call it?
Yeah.
What if he users me hard?
Just go to Y. If he does, then you chuck it to Sanders and Moss. Go.
I was trying to wait, but
All right, curl flat.
flipped.
Yep, always. Max protect. Fade X. Put RB on a in. B on a
Drag?
Yeah. Hit X to the right. X right. X.
X right.
Streak RB.
Streak RP.
Drag B. And look for Sanders. Give it time. You should have him. No, cover 3. He's in cover 3. You got Y. Go Y. No, it's covered. Good play. All right, no huddle. Quick audible left.
PA post.
Drag RB.
Drag RB.
Put Y on a block. And go.
Should I throw it to B?
I want you to maybe go to the post. And you got the post. You got to throw it to him though. Yep, good job.
That's a nice post.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Z spot.
Yeah, all right, ready? Hit B.
Going for the deuce?
Go single back tight flex. Hit RB. Go to 13 and put Moss there.
He's not available.
Calvin Benjamin's fine. Go to pack out and ups. Go back up. Yeah.
You're just throwing that route.
Smart route X and B.
Smart route X and B. Smart route X and B.
X and B. X. That's on you. It's on you. It was sloppy. You're gonna throw to Y. High point. Go.
Kelvin, needed you one time, bro.
All right. Just wanted to show you that was there.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. It was open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sky kick this little man by the name of.
I didn't tell you to do that.
You tell me to do what?
I didn't tell you to sky kick it.
Look how much yardage I had though. Jadeveon Clowney's gonna get a hit stick for you, coach. Or maybe Po Boy.
That was terrible tackle.
He could have broken that.
Yeah, I know, that was terrible tackle.
It's this paddle. That's why I was trying to use the other paddle that's broken.
You want to use another paddle that was broken.
Well, it doesn't have battery.
So you're telling me that you wanted to use the other paddle that was broken.
All right. We're going to get LT, Howie, Lane, Taylor, Chancellor.
You're on your own here for adjustments.
Okay.
I'll just call out different things to
What
look
you
for.
see. Yeah, you just yell stuff at me like you always do.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's a compliment.
Is it?
Run play. Or that, like, quick screen.
Screen. Sniff it. Oh, he's diabolical. Dropped it.
Locked up.
Let's go.
Okay. HP slip screen. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nickel blitz 2. We've got Harrison Smith. I like his size. You like Taylor? You think he's the guy? He's just so fast, right? He's
Where?
got pop. Sean Taylor. Yeah.
I like him. He's good.
I gotta put Gronk in, so you gotta do your shups.
He's not going to have hot hands.
That's fine. Still worth it. Uh-oh. Playmaker.
Get your guys over to the left.
Uh-oh. All right. That could have been better. Third and 1, though.
You don't have your defense auto flip? Or you have auto flip on?
I do, yeah.
Dumb.
I thought your team auto flip.
I was, and then the patch
Gibbs,
came out.
I can't
The patch
keep
came
up
out.
with what you...
The patch came out, and it made you have run defense without doing anything, so... You know? You know what I'm saying?
We're going to D up here. We screwed up. Okay, I want to take a timeout. This guy did McCaffrey. We're going to run commit. I just felt it. It didn't give it to me, but I felt like run commit.
Boom.
I wanted to be in cover 4 right there, but I didn't get it set up. And Dominican Sue. Let's go Howie Long there. Let's go. He's running. You know what he's running, right?
Who?
This guy he's running that.
Gun 2 back?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gun 2 back. It's not Niners.
I know.
Shovel option.
Just inside?
Yeah, it's shovel option.
That was great D.
Kinda. Not great D, just product of the game.
Oh, that was great D.
How do you feel after 1 quarter?
Lob thrifty. 90% of people should play with the thing on, the auto flip on.
Yeah, you should play with auto flip on. It's gonna help you tremendously. Unless you're at a much higher advanced level.
Do you like manning up? Give me that.
Good play. Get there.
Tip drill, Dion. I'm going all the way. I'm going all the way. No, I'm not. I thought I was going all the way.
All right, gun bunch.
Gun bunch.
Flip it. Put your kids down. Flip it in reverse.
I don't want to come out in curl flat.
All right, you're gonna come out in Z spot.
Okay.
All right, drag RB.
Drag RB.
Put X on an in.
Put X on an in.
Put Y on a in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make your reads.
Oh, you meant Y.
What? Jesus.
I know.
You're
What do I do
so
today?
pathetic.
It's hard.
It's not hard. You
I'm
just
gonna
don't
run
know
the ball. I'm gonna run the ball.
The problem is you don't know the buttons.
I'm gonna run the ball. I'm gonna run.
Like the problem is you don't know the actual buttons of the game. I don't know when it happened that you
hurry
don't
up.
know how to do quick audibles.
Is it okay that I'm on the left side of the
Sure.
thing? What is it again? X.
I want you to quick audible up.
Quick audible up.
And I want you to put RB on a fade.
Okay.
Smart route A.
Smart route A.
I want you to put B on an in.
B on an in.
Motion out X. Let him set. Snap it and deliver a strike to him.
Let him
Possession
set.
catch it. Possession catch it. Go. No, he's covered. Good blitz.
And he screamed, bro.
No huddle. Curl flat. Curl flat. You're gonna pick it up. Curl flat. Yeah. That was a good blitz. All right. Max protect. Put X on a fade. Drag up B. Let me see the play. All right, you're good. Deliver a dart to A for the first down.
Left trigger.
Yes. Well, you have to make a read. Go. Deliver to him. Covered, but it's all right. All right, I want you to do this.
We're gonna go for it on
Yeah,
fourth
we're
and
going for it.
17.
We're going for it, yeah.
4th and 17.
Yeah.
Yes, coach.
Yep. Yep. Now flip it. Curl flat. Curl flat. I want you to
Stick.
What?
Stick?
I want you to flip it. Gut and lunge verticals. Max protect. Drag B. A's your guy if you got him potentially, but you want to go to Sanders down the sideline. Like A's your bailout. You want to go to Sanders down the sideline. It's all right.
Yeah.
He was in cover 3. That was good.
Yeah, if we had a little more time for Dion, I think we were there. All right, 3 tight ends for this guy. What do you think?
Probably counter. Probably halfback dive.
Could be a counter.
Counter, halfback. Yeah, there's the counter.
Good D though, Harrison Smith.
Harrison Smith.
That's how you fight. Should maybe put Mel Blount in?
Why?
He's gonna run the ball?
Sure.
Maybe, maybe not. He's going back to that 3, that Y.
Yeah, Collins didn't fade him there because he was sending pressure, so we needed to keep guys in the block.
Screen. Pick me that.
Wow.
Threw it
good D.
away.
Good D.
He threw it away.
That was good D.
Hey, Wolfman.
That was good D.
Don't have flashbacks, bro. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, Wolfman, me and him played last TWIM, pick 6, end of half, 6 seconds, user, touchdown, game over.
Bang.
Stuff.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch the post.
Yeah, 2.
Watch the corner, too. Watch the corner. Corner.
Corner strike. Gas. He had underneath, but it was too long. 4th and 22, do you think he goes for it? Do we change our coverage?
He goes for it. You're just going to back a coverage up, send the screamer, send 6.
How do you back him up?
YY back. So same play, same play.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do this? Yeah, do it. Do it. Let me see the play real quick. Let me see it. Let me see it. Go.
Saucing him? It's awesome. It's awesome. You call it. Just take the battles. You got it. Gas this cat. It's a potential.
Sauce him up.
You gonna sauce him?
I'm gonna sauce him up.
Guys, we're gonna sauce him.
Guys, we're gonna sauce him.
Sauce him. Sauce him. About to get gassy. Up in here. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me get gassy. He blocked 7. He blocked 7. Deion Sanders. One-handed pick. Go, 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 go. Get us those yards back. He holds the ball like a loaf. That's awesome.
Bottom up.
That Deion's very good.
Very.
Gun bunch.
Yes.
Curl flat.
Corner strike.
Corner strike.
Yeah.
Flipped.
Yeah, we're a dart. We're a dart on this one. A on an in. RB.
Okay, do this again. Hang on. A on an in.
Tight end on an out.
RB on an out.
Yeah.
A on an in.
Yeah. Now, if he's in cover 3, you can throw that route to Sanders, okay? But you want to throw routes. I wouldn't motion him.
No.
But yeah, go. You can't throw it. Yeah, good job.
Ricky, break one.
Good job.
Break one.
All right. Flip it. Flip it. Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah. I want you to this time fade RB. Put A on a drag.
A on a drag.
Yeah. He's sending hot pressure off the left edge. So slide protect left. Fade RB. If he gets freaky, you can't throw the RB route. But if he stays underneath, you can dart him.
So what am I looking for? A or RB?
Or the flats, or the corner. Go.
All 5.
Go. Got it. See?
Carved him.
See?
Carved him. He was close.
See, remember what we said in TWIM, or the early part of the show, if they stay underneath, you can dart them. That's what that route's great for.
Curl flat?
No, corner strike. Corner strike.
Okay.
No. Let me see the defense. Hold on.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, you can do it. Verticals. Block Clark, though, and drag Moss. Block the halfback. Go.
Same setup.
Yeah,
Block
go.
the halfback.
Yeah, go. Go. Yeah, you can have X if he's there. No, you had the drag was there, but that's all right.
You're Farben.
Flip it. Go to corner strike. Yep.
If you could draw. So we want to get 3. Gotta get 3 before the half, no matter what.
Sure.
No matter what.
So go to halfback base and then flip it for me.
Halfback base.
Flip it.
Flip it?
Yeah, flip it, because he's sending pressure off the left edge. So flip it. because now he's rolling coverage off the weak side, and now he's in trouble. His user's away from there. Well, Lawrence Taylor screamed. It's all right. Flip it, corner strike.
We're also running out of time.
Corner strike.
I know. Flip it.
Yeah.
We have 32 seconds.
Block the tight end.
Block the tight end.
Yeah. Streak A in X. Smart out X. Smart out X. All right. You want to hit the combo if he's in hard flats. Hit B. Yeah, that's a good read. Get there. Get there. Get there. It's a good play. All right. It's all right. We'll get.
All right. Should we call timeout, or just take the field goal, or just go for it?
Come out. Come out and play. Come out and play.
But
just come out and play, and then we're gonna call timeout. This was we are able to waste time here.
So that he doesn't know.
Yeah. And call timeout with 3 seconds.
Take it with 2.
2.
I got iced, and I bricked. A field goal.
He's gonna ice you
Live.
again. He's gonna ice you again.
This guy's got no shot.
You just missed that.
Nah,
field.
that should be good.
It's embarrassing.
Should be good.
Why would you not kick it with full power?
Guys, a little more left to right, a little more kapow kapow.
Dion holds the ball like a loaf of bread.
Yes. Fact.
We're streaming the games tomorrow on the EA channel from 6 to 9.
Boom.
Let's go. Lock up. Let's go. Let's go.
Got to kick off middle. Let's get a D Jones in here. Boom. Oh, that is one of the world's most glorious kicks.
Shout out to anyone that remembers 98-64.
Glorious kick. Dangerous. Dangerous. Pac-Man, what's up, bro? We're going LT.
True, if there are any games to watch, yeah. Sure.
Nickel Blitz 2.
Yep.
Now he's flipping it. See if he runs at all.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a devastating hit stick.
Oh. Get there. Get there. That could have been big.
Big, 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 big.
Big, 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 big. Bump, bump. All right.
He's gonna run again.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, he's gonna run the end around. Yeah.
He had Donald Penn, so I was not concerned.
End around, man. Remember how good that play was?
Maybe this guy's in a time warp. Madden 15.
Do you remember how good that play was? That was such a fun play. Such a fun
PA
play.
end around?
Yeah.
Great play.
Great play.
Great play. Bow and X.
Ah. The little Tweezy motion. Ah. Twizzler's motion. Ah. Phenomenal. You didn't pinch your line.
I must have forgot a step. That's a good dot.
Did you play hard flats?
Maybe, maybe not.
They didn't give it to him.
That's a chance they were willing to take.
What happened? You drop it?
Let's get a little man named Night Train in the game, Gibbs.
And what are you going to do? 4th and 7. Why are you going to that defense?
Because it's gonna fool him. Haven't done it in all game. Guaranteed. That's what I do.
Terrible decision.
No,
You're
you're gonna like it.
You're going to use your Dion?
Yeah.
And do what?
Get nasty.
I highly doubt it. You just got darted.
Touchdown! See?
What?
Fooled him. Boom. That was good.
All right.
How are we getting in the red zone here?
All right.
Said you had all these plays.
Yeah, corner strike.
Corner strike.
Give me screen. Give me screen.
Screen?
Yeah.
What about the double
Flip it.
trail?
No, flip it.
Not ready yet?
Flip it.
Slip screen or cross screen?
Slip screen. Farls is a duck wolf, I would agree.
Played Wolf last week.
Yeah? How did that go?
Cracked him.
Did you?
Yeah.
He's ready for that. Oh, he's not. He's got... What are you doing?
Had a touchdown.
That was so dumb.
Had a touchdown. Bad throw by your boy Tom Brady.
That wasn't a bad throw.
That was a terrible throw. Are you serious?
The drag was the screen was wide open.
So was the route across the middle. Watch this replay.
You're embarrassed.
Watch this replay. Randy Moss.
You threw that to the end.
Watch this.
You didn't throw that to Moss.
Yes, I did. I threw it to B. That's how bad the throw was. It's not on me, bro.
It is on you. The play is not designed to go to that guy.
You said I could throw that. Are you lying? That's just good defense.
Is this guy's like playing pre-patch, right? Like this guy's like playing.
That is good defense. Like he's not terrible, but he's not good.
Yeah.
His defense is okay. He's locked down your offense. If you're the offensive coordinator, you're probably gonna get fired.
You're not. You don't know how to execute. That's the problem.
What does that mean?
You're a terrible executor. Terrible executor. You're not even running the blitz properly.
Because this controller is jacked.
No, it's not. You
How
don't
much
know,
do you want to bet?
You don't know the buttons. If I asked you to hot route into a cover 3, you wouldn't know what to do, and you just got toasted. You just got toasted. Are you sure you're not calling hard flat?
I'm certain, Gibbs.
I highly, highly doubt you're not playing hard flat. Let me look. Look at the game tape.
We need points. Would that look like a hard flat to you, Gibbs? That look like a hard flat to you, Coach? Because I just watched the film, and I saw a defender back up big time.
Why are you, first of all, why are you pressing?
That's how I like to do.
No, that you're doing it wrong.
That's how I like to do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
No, you press all the time, and you don't pinch the line.
I didn't press for 20 years, and then
know,
the chat's like, you got to press, get him in better position. I'm like,
no.
I don't think so.
No.
Thanks a lot, chat.
What am I going to do with you, man?
You're going to hopefully lead me to a victory, Coach.
You could be the best player in the world if you just knew the buttons. If you just knew the buttons.
Got to learn the buttons. What play should we call here? Should we run the ball?
Strike. Corner strike.
Corner strike or curl flat?
Corner strike.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Edward, see? Show your coach some respect. See? He's in cover 2. Verticals. Put RB on a streak. Block Williams and drag Moss. And dart down that left sideline.
Hit him with a little taste of his own medicine.
No, he's in cover 3. Tom, what are you doing? Scramble.
It's Tom. He's not, like, fast. Good play. It's a great play. What should I call next?
Curl flat. Curl flat. Good. I want you to max protect. When we put X on a fade, RB on an out, B on a drag. You want to look to RB if he gets open, if he clears the zone. If not, deliver the strike to A or B. RB's open. You got A. He went to it. He went to it.
No, I needed Moss to go straight up the field right there and not on that angle.
Yeah.
We had him.
Run Z spot.
Got to that.
Nah, corner strike. Go to corner strike. He's calling Mabel, so go to corner strike.
And then...
Yeah. A on an in, or tight end on an out.
tight end.
A on an in,
A on an in.
RB on an out.
RB on an out.
He's in a cover 3.
So X?
Potentially. B. B. Okay, that works. Go.
Ricky, throw him the heater. All right. Everyone's like, oh, you didn't know anything about chemistry. You were just messing around with it. I'm like, I really don't know
Halfback
anything.
draw.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And then they're like, you're just messing with Gibbs with the buttons. No, he says 20 things. You don't even know the reads after the snap. Every time he goes, oh, he's a cover 2.
Okay,
never mind cover 3 after the snap.
Every
time.
Run the draw.
Back where? Where do you think it's
draw.
Where do you think it's going to be open?
Between the center and the left guard. Because that guy's going to get double teamed. Yeah, there you go. All right, I want you to corner strike again.
57 seconds. We're only up 2.
Okay, I want you to A on the in, RB on the out. I want you to motion X out. Actually, halfback bait. Okay, that's fine. You're committed. Go. Here's why he's pass committing. It's open anyways.
That's a dot.
It's not good. He's pass committing, so we're gonna run the next play. Go to halfback draw.
Do we want to run the draw?
Yeah, come out and draw.
Flip?
Flip it, yeah.
Battling right now. Packers. Playbook.
Halfback base. Make fake hot routes. Make fake hot routes. Make fake hot routes. All right, cool.
Base though?
Yeah, go.
Should have kept it
That's
in.
all right, yeah. All right, that's all right. Leave it. Leave it.
All right, 10 seconds.
Come out and field goal.
Fake play. Gotta come out and field goal right there.
God.
Mental pretzel.
Mental pretzel. Okay, go to corner strike.
Corner strike.
Yeah. Go to corner strike.
Corner strike.
Flip it.
Flipped.
All right, audible PA post.
Okay.
Drag RB.
Drag RB.
Put Y on it in. And throw a high point to Demarius Thomas back in the end zone.
LB and A.
Yeah.
No
Brad.
pass lead.
No bullet. Yeah. Brad.
LB and A bullet, no pass
Yeah,
lead.
go. Got him. Late. You threw it late. You hesitated. You hesitated.
No, I didn't hesitate. I had to wait for him to cut. I had to wait for him to cut.
You did. You had him. Go back.
See.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You had him open in the no.
No, you did a bad job explaining that route. I'll tell you why. Because on
the
slants,
problem
you
is
have to wait till he
don't
cuts.
You don't run it. You don't run it. That's
How is this my fault? You're the coach. You need to show. You need.
corner strike.
See?
Corner strike.
This is Ganda. What are we doing?
Same thing.
To A?
Put RB on a in.
Timeout?
Go. See, like that. First of all, that. Like that was poor that you didn't block the halfback. You're always supposed to block the halfback at the beginning.
You didn't tell me
Kick
to
the
block
field
the
goal.
halfback. How would I know? I didn't even know what play it was in.
field
PA
goal.
post, I came out with
field
something
goal.
else.
Kick the field
You
goal.
really take the points?
Kick the field goal. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Kick the field goal. I don't have faith that you're not going to be able to field goal.
No, we're probably going to give up a deep touchdown because you think I'm in hard flats, but I'm not. This guy's got dots. He's carving up your defense. And I can't turn all the turnovers I've earned into points because my coach is bad at explaining things in the red zone. That throw on the PA post in the red zone is different than any other high point slant in the game. Different timing. You figure you would like, hey, throw it when that little thing happens, not after.
All right.
Just a note. I think I know what I need to do.
What?
With this defense.
Gas him?
No, I mean I'm just saying like not to screw it up.
I would. He's gonna run here, so I would drop guys.
Explain to Miller Lite why you always flip the plays.
I flip it because I like to make my reads like I like to read a book, left to right. So you got all the bunch receivers on one side, so typically they run from left side of the field to the right side of the field with the routes. Don't drop guys in coverage.
I'm not. Except that one guy, but I mostly didn't. Great run, Cam Chancellor. Great run. We went for 2, so now we're down. We need an offensive drive here, Coach.
You need to step up on defense here first. Go to go to 3-3-5 wide.
No.
Go to 3-3-5 wide.
No, I'm actively disobeying your orders.
Insubordinate.
Yeah.
Insubordinate.
Yeah.
Insubordinate.
This is the best D in the game.
Insubordinate. Insubordinate.
Couldn't give up a run.
Yeah, you're insubordinate.
Short. They gave that to him?
Insubordinate.
Unbelievable.
You want me to take control of offense?
I want you to coach me in an appropriate fashion. Taking over is a solution that you're not a good coach. Like, that's you admitting that you're not a good coach if you don't think you can coach me to 3 points.
Read the chat.
I could care less about the chat.
Gun bunch.
I'm trying to win a football game.
All right.
Not read the chat. I make friends with them other times.
Corner strike. A on the in, RB on an out. He's in cover 2, so go to verticals. Block RB, block Williams, drag Moss. You gotta get time in the pocket, and if he goes to the deep route, you gotta go to B. X is gonna be okay there. Come on, one time. Dropped it. All right. Go to corner strike.
The real chat knows I love him. The real chat knows I'm in a dogfight.
Put RB on a fade. A on an in. He should jump the Clark route. You have to make a read here. He should jump the Clark route, and then you deliver the ball to A underneath. Or you go to the route to the right. A. See? There you go. Like Novocaine. Just give it time. Works every time.
Okay, hurry up or no?
Nope. Corner strike. PA post. Put RB on a drag. Y on it to the left. Y to the left. Get ready to get rid of the ball quick to RB if there's pressure right. Go. Pressure right, RB. Good job. Good job.
Is there going to be a chance to just chuck it to Moss? No?
No. Corner strike. Or curl flat, curl flat.
Maybe lead the halfback route here?
Max protect. Reset your play. Block the tight end. Drag B. Fade X. We're going to potentially have Y, just as a bailout, but you know where to go.
A or Y?
Go.
Felt like I had to throw it. A little early, but I felt like I had to throw it. Tampa 2.
Just so you know, you didn't have to, but corner strike, flip it.
Cover 2?
Give me a halfback base. Go. Because you pass commits. Go.
Ricky, fight harder, buddy.
Okay, give me corner strike. We're make a read again here, okay? So you got to make him make a read, then you read offhand. So RB and a fade, A and an in. Make a read.
Okay.
Go. You have Y wide open. You got A wide open. Do the same thing. You had a lot of options there. You just got to pull the trigger. You had a lot of options. Same thing.
RB?
Fade. A in. Same thing. You had a ton of options. You had Y wide open and flat.
Hurry up or no?
Do the same thing.
Think he's going to go hard flat? Verticals? Verticals for the bread?
No.
No?
No. Go.
Who am I looking?
You got to make a read. You had a
read is not where am I looking. That's not the answer to the question. Where do I look?
You look at his user.
Thought I had it over him. Thought I had to throw over him.
Yeah.
Just ran the play 3 same times in a row.
And you didn't execute on any of the plays.
We threw to the flat. It was open. Just didn't get yards.
You threw to the flat too quick on that last play. Oh, you got 3 timeouts. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Timeout.
3rd and 9, big play. We're going to get a stop. He's going there.
Go to nickel and go to that. We're gonna play man. We're gonna play man.
Not prepared for this, dude.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, play to that play right there, man. Give me the rock.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion
Devastating.
is likely going to seal their fate. And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop. Feel their pain.
Good route.
Just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way.
Wolf is extremely happy.
Yeah, he should be. I mean, that's fine.
It was a good game.
Didn't execute.
Didn't execute.
Didn't execute. It's really hard to make post-snap reads when the defense changes from what we think it's going to be.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the
We
name of the
passed
game.
the ball pretty accurately.
That is the name of the game. I think the most important play was not the fourth down, not the third down, second down.
66% completion. We didn't really run the ball. We had 5 carries. It's not enough. We passed. Good completions. The picks hurt.
Go to the view highlights, if you can. You're not going to see it on second down. Yeah.
This play.
It was a 2nd and 7.
We threw it away.
You threw
This
the flat,
play.
yeah. Like you threw it there. Like that's too early.
So he's going to continue to back away there, or he'd have to wait for him to see.
He'll continue to back away.
And then here.
All it is reps. Like the more you would run it, like.
I mean, he's pretty far underneath that. I guess I would have had A, but like maybe I had to wait just one more second.
Yeah. I think he bailed to it. I think he went to it.
This I got clicked on, but he picked it up. We had the user short. It's the only place we could go. Harrison Smith just didn't break. That's a good animation to Moss. Dallas. Yeah, it was a good game. He had 92-yard touchdown.
That was a big play. I think you're right. I think he had that's a predetermined. That's good. That's a good play. That's a good play.
I need that.
That's a good play.
Good play. I like it. All right. First game in the Packers playbook. 66% completion percentage. 1 too many picks. We had a drive. We were pretty much at field goal range. We just kind of didn't have the one extra bonus play we needed, or we also didn't get any run plays for big yards. It's really tough to run the ball. Like, no huge gains needed to pop a couple of those. Like,
not a lot of good.
Start of the year, you'd house 80-yard base runs with Eddie Lacy for no reason.
Stiff arms to the face.
Crush people.
Oh.
And now you just don't get that same, like, level of breaking people down on the run. They don't have to respect it as much because their guys are generally stronger and better positioned. So
here's the thing: that guy. What I like about his scheme was the pressure. He sent good pressure up.
Yeah,
the
he
edge.
blitzed.
Yeah,
he blitzed pretty consistently.
Yep.
As far as playbook,
it's a great going bunch, but as you notice, there's not a lot else in it.
Yeah, might have to go to a couple more games that I enjoyed. I enjoyed the corner strike, curl flat, stick, the run.
Ghost Zone Gaming's in the house.
We got Ghost Zone here.
What's up, Ghost Zone?
Yeah, buddy. All right, dudes. Until next time, that is it for This Week in Madden. If there's any other questions, make sure to hit us up. We talked about speedy adjustments from the dollar for Crossman. We showed a little bit of gun snugs. We had the Packers offensive breakdown. We talked Madden Bowl. You guys made sure you signed up for Club Series in the chat by using !club. Keep looking out for reviews. Anything else, let me know, guys. Until next time, don't forget, lock up.
Stay hungry.
We'll see you for Madden Bowl shortly. All right? Talk soon.